Today, I want to talk about two different methods that you can take when you're going to read the Bible. Okay? Two different, very, very different methods. Actually, you could say that they're contradicting to each other. All right? The first one being the fundamentalist or literal, all right, English, literal way to read the Bible. The fundamentalist approach can be summarized as the Bible is the Word of God. Okay? And so, therefore, it is written without error, without flaw, and it is written to be read in a literal way. And so, there's no interpretation needed. There is no need to look at hidden messages. All right, there's no need to see if it was a poem like the Psalms or if it was a metaphor or if it was it's literal because the Word of God is perfect and therefore one should take it in face value. The second way or approach to read the Bible is a historical critical way. And this approach takes into consideration all the things that the fundamentalist approach is not taking into consideration. For example, the authors of the Bible. Yes, they still believe in this approach. You still believe that the Bible is still the Word of God, that the Bible was written by divine inspiration, but it was written by divine inspiration by people in a certain context from a certain culture. And so you have to take that into consideration when understanding and interpreting the Bible. That is the biggest difference. You interpret the Bible, understanding the world of the text, the world behind the text, which is the people that wrote it, the intended audiences, the literal styles, the literary styles. Was it a poem? Was it a metaphor? Was it a song? Or was it a teaching lesson? Or was it a historical event? All of these things. Now, both of them have their pros and cons. And I'm not going to talk about them. I would like you to maybe figure out what the pros and cons are. However, when deciding to use one or the other, I would suggest that you don't pick either or, but that you use both. Okay, so let me explain. It is what we call in Catholicism. Sorry, I had to cut it because I completely forgot the word. Lectio Divina. Lectio Divina is a way of reading the Bible in prayer. It's a Catholic way of reading the Bible in prayer. And what this does is, the steps are quite simple. First, you read it quickly, the Bible. You just read the text or the verse that you're reading and see what sticks out to you, what stands out to you. Second time, you read it slower and try and see what's stuck in your heart. So the first time, you start to appreciate, okay, what was the context, what was happening around the people, what was Jesus saying, where were they, why was Jesus saying the things that he was saying. Now, the second time that you read it, see what words stand out to you. Are they, I can't really explain that more. It's what gets stuck in your heart, pretty much. The third time that you read it, even slower and in a more appreciative way, is looking for, okay, now I understand what the words mean and what the context of the text is, but now what is the text trying to tell me in my life? For more on Lectio Divina, you can totally Google it. You can definitely ask a priest or a pastor. They will definitely be able to explain it better than I did. But I 100% recommend you giving it a shot. It's worth it. even if you're not Catholic, even if you're just curious of the Christian religions, give it a shot. Read it 3 times. The first time, understanding the context of the people and the situation. The second time, the things that stuck out to you, the words, certain words, or the certain phrases. And then the third time, what is the text trying to tell you? And that's it. Of course, I make it sound way simpler than it truly is, when you're actually reading it. But it's a good start. It's a good start. And so that combines a historical criticism type of view. In some way, it has some fundamentalist elements. And at the end, it's all about what the Word of God is saying to you.